This is our third introduction webinar for our Salesforce bootcamp, which is 6 months long and starting August 22nd and this Monday. And we are going to have 6 days a week, intense and 27 hours course for 6 months long. And this is the company name is Tutorify, and we're basically training people to become Salesforce expert, admin, and developer. And this 6 months course actually contains a lot of different materials and real-time hands-on projects. And you guys will be starting your internship in 4 different companies in the first month of the course, and which gives you a lot of real-time experiences before you guys finish your course in 6 months. And we are trying to help you to get your certifications before it ends. And we have we have the questions that has been asked in previous exams. So we are preparing you to get your certifications, and we're going to be there to help you out to prepare your CV and resume in different platforms, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, every kind of platform that you can imagine. And we are here to help you for your interview and soft skill and technical skill. We are here on more than 5 people are going to help you and trying to make sure you are getting every possible experiences, every possible materials as it relates to the Salesforce before the course finish. So, and each day we are doing 2.5 hours live session classes and lead by Angush and Yogesh, sometimes Mawa or Vivek, right? And so we're gonna make sure that our teachers are gonna be there and teach you and train you for the Salesforce. And our teachers are basically have experience, almost 10 years experience in real life, and they have experience teaching people and training people to become a Salesforce expert. So in this journey, we are not leaving you alone, and we are here to help you out for extra classes with Gökhan and Halit in 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So in those 2 hours, it is actually 6 days a week except Sunday. The the live session classes is look as well is 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, and our study session is 2 hours a day and 12 hours a week, and it's 6 days a week for Monday through Saturday with help of Gökhan and Halit. And our two Turkish co-instructor like they have experience on teaching people and teaching people, especially Salesforce admin and Apex. So our two Turkish people are going to be there to help you out on your basically your internships and real-time projects, and they're going to prepare you for the next classes that's going to happen 8:30. So, and then they're going to cover previous classes, like the classes. So all the materials that you guys have, you can always ask them, and they're going to be there, help you out, and trying to make sure you complete every task and you understand everything that have been taught by Ankush and Yogesh. So this is so intense 6 months journey, and we're going to be there, help you out, and train you for everything possible we can, and from scratch. So you don't have to worry about that. You guys are coming from non-technical backgrounds. That's fine. We are here giving you real-time example. You always touch what's happening in real life, and then that's why you guys are going to start internship in the first month of the course, because we have 4 companies in our circle that can give you internship for 6 months, and our teachers are going to give you real-time projects that's going to happen in those companies, and that way they can make sure like that actually give you practice. So because not only learning is going to help you to become Salesforce expert, you need to practice a lot during this journey. So we're not leaving you alone. We're giving you everything, and our like experts are here training you and helping you, mentoring you, not only giving you like materials. No, they are here because they are experienced and they are gonna mentor you and guide you to become a expert in the real life. So that's what's going to happen during this 6 months, and we are like call away from you guys. You always, have my number. You can call me anytime you want, and you can call us anytime you want on Slack or WhatsApp or phone number, and we are here. And then the other thing is sometimes you guys have emergency and an urgent. You're not going to take the classes in those time, so every class will be recorded and it will be published in your portal in a dashboard that you're gonna manage and see all the courses. So you're gonna see your assignments and if there is announcements, and you're gonna see there if there is a task, and you're gonna see everything that's happening in that specific day and week in your portal, and everything is going to be on that platform where you guys communicate each other, see what's happening during the class, after and before the classes. You can publish your questions, and our teachers are there to answer everything that you guys asking. So now this is basically, I covered everything, who we are and what we have to offer to you guys. And now I am going to, let Ankush take control and start telling you guys what the Salesforce is, what you're gonna learn during the 6 months from the beginning and August 22nd. Yes,
Hi
Ankush.
everyone. Yeah, hi everyone. And I'm Ankush. I have a total experience of 10 years working as a Salesforce developer and work with different companies and different kind of clients. Like it can be medicine or some service-based company, software-based company. So I have experience with working with different clients and worked with different clouds of Salesforce. If you have heard about Salesforce. So for this course, I will be the lead teacher for this course. And if we talk about the today's webinar, this is the roadmap for today. So we will be talking about Salesforce and why you want to learn Salesforce and what is Salesforce and what is CRM also, right? We are talking about, if we're talking about Salesforce, then what is CRM and what we are going to offer you, and at the end we will be talking about some question and answers. So as I said you, so if we talk about Salesforce is a CRM. What CRM means, CRM is customer relation management. And if we talk about customer relation management, that means we are storing customer data related to his contact, his activities, and the communication between customer and the company. Like, so these kind of backend things we store in customer relation management tools. So we have an n number of CRM tools in the market, like Oracle, SAP, Adobe, Microsoft. They all provide Salesforce CRM tools for the companies. And Salesforce is the number one CRM in the market. If you can see, Salesforce has a 19.8% of the market share, and still Salesforce is the number one CRM. So you can see what amount of chunk of CRM market they have in the market. And the all other competitors are really be far far from them. Like, you can see if they have 5%, below 5%, everyone is below 5%. And here Salesforce having 20% of the Salesforce CRM. uh, you can say Salesforce CRM is having 19.8% of the whole market, right? So the main reason behind it is the cloud computing based application. So what does cloud computing means? Cloud computing means it can be accessed anywhere, everywhere. If you have a laptop, you have a mobile, you have a iPad, or you have something else, right? You can access the Salesforce CRM anywhere through a web URL, and you don't need any infrastructure. You don't need any you can say software to be installed in your application, in your system. It's just a URL. You can log into that and you are able to get the content, or you can say you are able to access the tool. That is the super key of the Salesforce. And this is the URL is login.salesforce.com. That is so much powerful. uh, you can say URL. You can log into any org, or you can say any Salesforce any company can log into that particular URL and can go to his CRM. That is the power of Salesforce, and that is the how flexible and how easily achievable, or you can say reachable by the customers, and they can log into the URL and work on it. So that's why they have a huge market. And so apart from that, the demand of Salesforce admin and developers are increasing, and the jobs are increasing by the with the same level. If we talk about 5 years back, it was you can say little bit slow, but now it is increasing day by day, because it is each companies can easily buy Salesforce. The licensing, the Salesforce is a license based, you can say, tool. And that is why it is more you can say easily purchasable by the customers. And the people are if companies buying, the demand of the Salesforce admin and developers are increasing more than ever. And the if you go to the any company, if we talk about, everyone is using. If we talk about Google, if we talk about uh, Amazon, and if we talk about any other company, it's not like everyone is creating their own CRM. They are using the Salesforce as a software for their customer relation management. So because the reason main is like the accessibility, and the affordability, and the setup they are providing, the integration with other systems they are providing. That is the reason the Salesforce is very you can say famous in the market. And if we talk about the headquarters, the headquarter of Salesforce is there in San Francisco, and it was founded in March 1999. And the former CEO Mark Benioff and Park Harris. And it has been like 20 years, and we are seeing evolvement of Salesforce, and the kind of services they are providing from last 20 years. And the main reason is, as I said you, it's the low cost, low risk, cloud based software. So that is why it's, you can say, it's very famous in the market. And if we talk about CRM is customer relation management. So the what Salesforce is providing to us: email integration, relationships management, calls, sales calls, e-marketing, documents you want to store, follow-ups from the customer. So in real life scenarios, if we talk about, right, uh, we sometimes we got a broadband from one company, and view online. We have a company called as Airtel in India. So Airtel is having a website where you can place your order related to the what you can say, for your router installment, right? And for router installment, you have paid some amount, and you are entering your details like name, address, when you want to install everything. You are might be entering while ordering. Then those data should be stored somewhere, and that is where the CRMs come into place. And that where Salesforce might help the customers, help the companies like Airtel, or you can talk about Amazon also. If you order something on Amazon, so you can see what you have ordered. You can see your profile. So those data should be stored somewhere in this cloud, right? So that is where the CRMs come into picture. So the whole your profile is there in the CRM, your orders are there in the CRM. Sometimes you get the mailers also, like you added something in your cart, and or might be you have ordered something, you receive an email also. That integration is through CRM itself. Then when you place something, you get the you get the marketing emails also, right? Like this is we are say the upcoming sale is coming on Friday or Monday. This is the bank offer we are running right now on Amazon. So these kind of mailers we get, that is through also CRMs. So we can do those kind of things through CRM, or and Salesforce also. Some people might be knowing, if we search about some product, we see the same product on the Amazon. So these are analytics tool. So these kind of analytics tools are also provided by Salesforce. So you can see the implementation, and you can say uh, the scenarios where CRM work, and it's real time. If we talk about these kind of scenarios we daily encounter, but we don't know the background. So if we talk about Salesforce or CRM, so these kind of scenarios are there, and we experience them on a daily basis, but we might know the origin and the reason behind it. That this reason is CRM and Salesforce as a CRM, or it can be other also, like we discussed, we have a number of, but Salesforce is one of them. And so this is the whole implementation of CRMs we do in the market. So that is why we are so much mails, messages, and everything we are getting through Salesforce or some other. So as we discussed, it's a cloud-based application. If you guys are from some other background, or some, you can say, or from the say some other background, or some IT background, right? You might have heard about mainframes, and you might have heard about servers, client servers, so all these things. But right now the cloud-based applications are more in demand. So mainframes are just things where we need to install a big hardwares, and the cost of cost of you can say installing them to the customer locations are huge, and they were not affordable. That is why the big companies like CVS, you might have heard, they are still using mainframe, because they have invested so much on those kind of systems. They don't want to replace them. So right now also, so they are using mainframes for their financing and everything. So they are not able to, you can say, move from one cloud to another cloud, or you can say some cloud based applications. They're still on mainframes, their backend is there on them. Then there was a era where we were it mainframes are the technology of 1980s, and in late 20s, you can say 20 to, you can say, 1990 to 2005, everyone was talking about desktops, right? Servers. So they were you can say more easily accessible than the mainframes. Like you can get a storage in server and you can access that. That was the thing about client servers and servers. But now we have applications like Amazon, Google. You can click on a URL and you get the information, right? So this is the where the Salesforce also come up. So it's a 2000, means it's a 2020 application, so it's not like a old school technology. So you can click on a URL, login.salesforce.com, and you can log into the your CRM, and you can access it from anywhere, whether you are in USA or in India. You don't need infrastructure at your end, like we used to do in mainframes or client servers era. Apart from that, we discussed, so everything is connected. And if we talk about connection, like we want the same pop-up on our website also, we want same pop-up on your mobile also. right? Or same on the your iPad also. So that is why the things are really integrated in Salesforce also. So so the connection between all the applications are there with, you can say, uh, with Salesforce. You can integrate your Slack, and you can integrate your Outlook. So these kind of integrations are easily done by Salesforce, and it provides more connectivity within the team, or you can say within the with the customer also. So it's more of interaction, and you can say interaction based or chatter, like we do in Facebook. We post something, if we get about we if something comes up here in mind, we have in Salesforce we have chatter, so that everyone in your company can see what you are status updating, or you can say updating something about some customer also. So these kind of chatter things are also there, and you get the notification someone chatted about some customer or some email. So these kind of connectivity things are there in Salesforce. And uh, so it's the all the application, or you can say all the devices are connected. So if we talk about the CRM, as we discussed, they have some analytics tools also. We have dashboards, we have reports, we have Einstein boards. So these are the things which we use for data analysis. And data analysis means it can be performance of the company, and it can be performance of or the overview of the customer. If we talk about, like, when we raise maybe you like you on Amazon also, you raise a ticket regarding some order. If you have some or issue with the might be your order, right? So in that case, you raise a ticket in Amazon, and it get, if it there is you get a email also, it will be resolved in 1 day, 2 days. And if does not resolved in 1 or 2 days, they escalate it. So these steps, and you can say these milestones, are also achieved by Salesforce. And if we this Amazon is might be using this dashboards and report for analyzing their customer data, how the customer is reacting, which product the customer is getting more or buying more. And the apart from that, if you have some issues, how much time we are taking, how much time the company is taking to resolve the issues. These kind of scenarios where the companies can analyze the customer data. And with this, they can improve in their, you can say, in their working, right? Like if Fukan has a company and it is resolving some issues in 10 days, if we get a report like how many issues why we are taking 10 days to recover but it can be resolved in 1 or 2 days as per the business, then we can tackle the issues on that, why we are taking so much time. And through that analysis, we can improve our you can say business logics, right? And so these kind of reports really help the companies to grow. And these tools are really helpful. If 77% of customer are not engaged with companies, so the data is not analyzed by the companies. So that is why the you people are not companies are, you can say, more able to achieve their targets through these kind of analytics tools. So if we the as we discussed, so it Salesforce gives a whole 360 customer overview. So they have a number of uh, clouds. It's Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Commerce Cloud. So they have integration applications also, like we discussed, with Outlook, with Slack. We If we are not from non-IT, so we can discuss both. They have analytics tools. They have Health Cloud. In the COVID time, they they discovered, or you can say launched a separate cloud for COVID also. So this is kind of the the platform it is, the it is more flexible, and it's easily workable, and that is why the customer, the Salesforce is number one CRM in the market. And the it gives the whole, you can say, 360 view for the customer. You can see what things the customer has ordered. It We can see the what emails we have sent to the customer, what conversations we had in the past with the customer, and what the cases they have, you can say, uh, the in the if we log into some portal, we can see the cases we have, you can say, raised in the system. So this is how the Salesforce also, we can store the data within the Salesforce, and we can see. Do we have any questions, right, up to now, or someone can add something if you want, or is it getting too lengthy or something?
Now, I would like to add something here, Ankush.
Mm,
You see, the boys need to understand that any external application can also be amalgamated into Salesforce.
yeah.
You have so many different apps running around. The features of those apps can be brought into the Salesforce.
Yes.
The other thing is that any idea, any creative idea you have in Salesforce, you can implement that. It's the course says the admin as well as the developer. Admin is to manage the existing information,
Yeah.
and the developer is that if you have an idea, there the Salesforce gives you a platform that you can put in your own logic and design and think through and have it done. Some external application, URLs, information, you like it, you can bring it into Salesforce.
Yeah.
So it's a very versatile system wherein it uses its own cloud system. At the same time, it takes care of the rest of the other applications which are available
In the
and
market.
bring it into the system, and it is ever expanding. Generally, even if you do this course, it doesn't mean it's going to stop, because it can expand to any limit, and it'll continue to keep on adding more and more features into it. As we are getting the more real life problem in time to come, the system will take care of all of those things. So it's a very powerful system. First, you will learn about the admin to understand as to what is available there to learn, and then the you will be trained to make your own changes into, and you will love it. You will like it as to how you can develop your own logic there. You want the email to come 1 hour later. You want the email to come 24 hours later.
Yeah.
Whom you want the email to go, or if there is any problem raised by a customer, I ordered and it was supposed to be delivered in 24 hours. If it is not delivered, the manager gets an automatic email. Hey, you promised to deliver the stuff in 24 hours. It is not delivered. And then you go into resolving the problem. You have to CRM. You have to take care of your customers. You have, this system is there to improve upon your business through the relationship of customer. Customers is the one who is going to come and buy your thing or take your services, and they will pay for you. And it's
Yes.
your responsibility to see that they are at ease, you are friendly with them, and your communication is 360-degree with them. And you have a data bank within yourself to analyze. It's analysis of the customers, it's analysis of the products, it's analysis of the costing, inventory, pricing, campaigns. As soon as a new product comes, you put in there as many customers are there, let the email go. Hey, I got a new product as a replacement of such and such thing. You know, you communicate very well through your customers to win their confidence. I would expect new students to ask some questions just to feel as to how far they have got anything what Ankush had said so far.
Yeah.
Any wild questions? Don't worry, all the questions are ever good questions.
Exactly. Don't hesitate.
Don't hesitate. You see, this is you understand. You will be taught about 4.5 hours every day. 2 hours you'll be given kind of preparation for what is going to be taught, or rehearsal of what has been taught. Your doubts will be cleared, and then 2.5 hours you will be taught. Within 2.5 hours of teaching, 1.5 hour will be the new topic, then 1 hour will be the practice, and the last 15-20 minutes you will be given freedom to ask any silly question. And that will be done and resolved then and there. So let's hear something from the boys.
I think maybe all the question and answer will be asked at the end of the presentations, and that way we can now,
Okay.
maybe that people are gathering the questions and probably shoot questions at the end of the presentation. So
Yeah, they can write down their questions and shoot at the
Yeah.
end there.
Yeah, carry on, Ankush. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah. So we, as we discussed the integration between the systems. So if we talk about this image, so this is the main Salesforce. You can see there are n number of applications where we can integrate. So these might not be heard by you, but you can see this kind of integrations are there. So every data comes to the Salesforce at the end, and we can analyze, and companies can analyze, and they can change the customer experience. So it's CRM is all about customer experience, how you are interacting with the customers. So we have different tools and different integration applications. So through that we can integrate to the system. So if we talk about we discussed some examples, right? We like Airtel as a router or Wi-Fi based company. We discussed about Amazon. So it's not like we are limited to just one or two industries. They have they have if they have they have a market in every, you can say, industry products. Like if we talk about communication cloud, they have health cloud, they have finance cloud, they have consumer cloud, they have education cloud. In the COVID, they separately launched a COVID based application for vaccination also. So this is a kind of industry they are touching. So it's not, if that's why Salesforce is having more chunk of CRM, because it's not limited to just one industry. Like it's e-commerce only, it's not just e-commerce, it's communication also, health also, so media also, energy and utility also. So it's covering every industry. It's not just like we take care of just one e-commerce or some communication based company. So it's about every company. So why Salesforce to learn? So we will be having 3.3 million jobs by 2022, and as the Salesforce is growing, the jobs are growing day by day, and they have an impact of $859 billion US dollar impact by 2022, and they have a the platform is so much open source. You can log into the URL and you can practice, and the same same kind of you can say framework which maybe Furkan's companies might be using. The same can be you can create a separate, you can say, org on for yourself, for with your own email ID, and that is valid for 1 year. And if you don't log in, if you log in regularly and work on it, it's free. And it is you can say it's for lifetime. You can log into that URL and you can practice there. And that is why people are more, you can say, easy to learn for this. If we talk about some other application, we discussed about Oracle, SAP, and AWS also. It's not available freely. You cannot log in and uh, to the URL, and you can get the you can say infrastructure for infrastructure of the uh, that particular CRM. So but Salesforce provide that opportunity. That is why people are getting into the industry, and they are able to learn Salesforce very effectively. We will be learning in the same way. We will be having separate talks for each one, and we are able to uh, we will be able to learn easily. And the they have 3.3 million jobs, and it's a high paying job also. Salesforce is a very, you can say, effective, or you can say niche technology right now. And 1 out of 4 trailhead users found a new job. So success rate is really high. And the main reason behind is we have so much different roles in Salesforce, like Salesforce administrator, Salesforce developer, architect, business analyst, marketing manager, sales manager. I- If you are not into much into coding, you can go through Salesforce administration. And Salesforce administration, as the key says or the role explains, it's about management of the existing application, existing data. So this kind of work, if you are interested in, you can go to the Salesforce administration. And you are into more coding, you want to build complex logics, then you can go to the Salesforce developer kind of role. And if we talk about architect, when we when architects are the people who manage this whole application, if we want to build something new, so everything, so these kind of role it is regarding architect, analytics, marketing manager, sales. So these, they have multiple career paths. It's not just coding. It's not just you can say analysis. They have a number of paths for you if you are into Salesforce domain. So you can choose anything after the course. So if you are interested in, so if you are not into much coding, you can go to the admin or maybe business analytics type. You can talk to the customer, you can talk to the business people, and you can translate the business requirements into Salesforce based application. So this kind of roles we have in Salesforce. So right now also 81% companies struggle to find the talent. So it's not like people don't want to work into Salesforce, they don't have that much skill. If you have a 6 months training, you will have a good baseline, and you will be employable with the good companies. And if we are going through 6 months training, you will be, you can say, 70%, 1% are, you can say, under. If we graduated from a college, 70% are not employable because they don't have the industrial level trainings given to them in the colleges. And that's why people lag. And through this 6 months course, we can have a baseline created for you, and you will have some business logics, or you will have assignments, you have real-time projects, and through that we will be having a baseline. And at least you can crack the interviews. Uh, you will have some knowledge about Salesforce, and that knowledge you can apply to in the interviews, and you can crack them. If we talk about salary, this is a salary band we have in say regarding Salesforce developer in USA. And beginners, we have 1 lakh. We for mid we have 1.14, and for experts we have 159,299. So this is the number we have, and it's just for USA. It might be differing for other countries, but you can see the demand and the supply also. People are want to go into Salesforce, but they don't have that much kind of skill, and the demand is really high. So every company you see, you will definitely see a Salesforce based, you can say, vacancies. So this is really high in the market, and if you are interested and you are really skilled in the Salesforce, definitely you are employable. And this is the salary median we are talking about regarding Salesforce developers. So how we are going to teach you the Salesforce, we will have a 2.5 3 hours or 2.5 hours of training program, and which will be starting from 22nd of August, and there will be I will be the instructor, and Yogesh will be the co-instructor, and after the 2.5 hours of session we will have a uh, 2 hour session with Gurkhan and Halit for for people to ask the questions, or if we give we will be having assignments also within the class, and we will be having practice session within the class this 2.5 hours. 1 hour, if we segregate our 2.5 hours, it will be 1 hour of concept telling, you can say, and 1 hour for practical. So we no one can learn from books, Salesforce. So we need some uh, scenario based or industry based applications of the Salesforce, and that is when you will be expert in Salesforce. And if we something new comes up, if we talk about development, if you are not from non-IT background, because every requirement is different, you have to come up with some logic for implementing that. So we will be discussing some industry level implementations, and that can in the class itself, and we will be giving some assignments based on that only, and you have to work on that, and you can ask Gurkhan and Halit regarding that 2 hour session if you have anything doubt within the which was taught in the class, or uh, which practical we did, or the assignment we gave. So this is the a training program we will be having, and we will be covering every aspect of Salesforce, and they have different products, so we will be discussing about that. And in admin we have configurations and custom development. If development is custom development like LWCs, auras, and admins means flows. If we talk about, we have process builders, we have workflows. Apart from that, email, how to send emails. So everything will be covered regarding Salesforce. We have this curriculum for Salesforce training, and if we talk about, we will be talking about cloud computing, Salesforce, what is CRM, what is management in sales, database management design concept in Salesforce, and user interface, business logics. We talked about workflows, process builders, and everything. We will be having content about security. uh, we will be having about other Salesforce functionalities, and we will be discussing about these reports and everything also, data analytics tools, how to import data into Salesforce. So all other chatter and identity management, so these kind of things. And if we talk about the custom development, we will be discussing about Apex classes, triggers, Aura, LWC, integration with other systems, and batch classes. So everything will be covered in the development, and we will be definitely implementing some real-time project, and real-time scenario based, you can say, requirements will be given to you guys. Same will be taught in the class, and you will be given assignments based on that, and you have to work on them regularly. And this is our expectations from the this is our expectations from you guys. Like, you work on them, you attend the class, you are attentive in the class, and you guys can uh, ask if you have any doubt anywhere in the within the class, you can ask them. And you are attentive, you do the assignments on time. If you don't attend the class, we will be having recording session. So you have to next day, if you come up with no revision from the background, so you there will be a mismatch. So this is our expectation, that if something is missed, you go through the video from previous day. And this is definitely we need. We can give our 40 if your learning is 100%, we can give you our 40%, but 60% is what we need from you guys. Because without, if you are not practicing it at home, you are just listening to the classes and go home, and then next day with come up with the same, you can say, same level of education, intellect, or you can say knowledge, then this will not work. We need you guys work on the problem statements and assignments at home, and you come up with some questions, or you can say you come up with some problem statements. So this is how the learning comes up. If so we expect the same you from you guys. And if this happens, so we can definitely achieve it. And we will be at the end of 6 months, you will be having a good Salesforce baseline, and you will be okay to work with any company. So via Tutorify, we will we have the, as we discussed, we have the extensive content offer course. And there will be recording of each session. And so that will be provided to you guys. And we will be discussing about real industry based, you can say, real time scenarios we will be discussing. And apart from that, I think Furkan will add up more things about the Tutorify, what we have. And I think that's it we have from the presentation side.
So I might add something, I suppose. So maybe here, let's finalize, and so it's the conclusion. So who we are. So in this part, so I'm going to explain everything, and I want to add something. So now we, as a training courses, so we are giving you everything that we have. Like we have very exclusive and like intense course materials that we guys are giving you, and at the same time we are having you to practice a lot. And because with just reading and learning stuff, just watching and reading, it's not enough for you guys. You got to practice a lot, and you put out a lot of works on these platforms, and you gotta navigate what's there and how you can configure this one and this one. So it takes a lot of practice. So that's why the hands-on interactive projects, it's very crucial for you guys to learn the Salesforce. That's why we are giving you. So now we have 4 companies in our circle that you guys can do internships on those companies, and our teachers Ankush and Yogesh will give you real-time projects that is take place in those companies, and that you guys practice a lot. So you're not only learning stuff, you're not only watching our teachers uh, and the materials, you're actually doing the projects these 6 months. And the career support, maybe I would add something, and it contains you prepared for the interviews, and you not only helping you during before the interview session. So we are, as I'm partnered with different companies, and we are giving and offering you something during the internships, during the interview, during the interview. So it's technical support if you guys need. so we can give you technical support and during the interview time. And the flexible payment options, I will have to say something here. So our course is in total $5,000, and but we are like if you guys can pay in full, so it's $500 down, and you're gonna pay $4,500, and but $5,000 you're gonna get interest-free payment plans, which you can pay $500 per month, 4 to 6 months during the course, and the rest of the $2,000, it's going to be the 4 month interest-free payments options, which you can pay $500 for 4 months once you are hired, once you are in the company. So in total, $5,000, and you're paying $500 for 6 months, and $200 will be paid. $2,000 will be paid once you are in the company. So referral bonus is $500 for each referral, but each person who got referred has to attend the class at least 1 month. So for example, you have a friend who wants to register the classes, so you can refer that person and you'll get $500 down. So even though these referee is not supposed to be the student of us, so you can be as a salesperson. So we're gonna give you $500 whenever you are sending someone to our courses. So I think so, and then at the end of the courses, once you're in the market, so we help you to prepare your resume and CV, your LinkedIn page, and every pages that you can find any jobs. So we're helping there, and we are gonna help you during the hiring session, during the hiring time. So sometimes it can be tough, and we have our companies in our network that can help you to find a job easily. So not only you are sending out your resumes to companies in every platforms, so we have companies that can help you to get your interview, like get your resume in their doorsteps, in the company's doorsteps. So that can be done by us, and we're gonna help you there. We're not gonna leave you alone, and you're not gonna be alone in those hiring process. So we're gonna be helping you guys. So yeah, actually, we covered everything. If you guys have any questions, if you have any issues or anything.
Furkan, let me add something. Our attendees don't ask any question, but I know they have lots of questions in their mind. So instead of them, let me ask those questions and give answers to those questions.
Okay.
I guess most of the attendees don't have any IT background, and they heard about IT courses from their environment. Maybe they have lots of friends who take IT courses and find jobs. So they will think that they need to take IT courses, but which IT courses? So I can say that around lots of IT courses, the most advantageous one is Salesforce. Why? They can think that I don't have any IT background, so can I do this one? Can I do Salesforce? Absolutely yes. Why? Because the first part of Salesforce, the admin part, the first 2 months, or let's say 3 months of the course, we are going to teach them Salesforce administrator part. And this part don't need any coding. Okay, this part doesn't need any coding. It's just drag and drop and configuration management. We are going to teach them the Salesforce ecosystem and how can they administrate Salesforce environment. So after 3 months of the course and hard work, they can start to look for jobs, and they can be a Salesforce administrator, and they can find a job. So I think this is the most advantageous part of Salesforce, and we are going to teach the development part also. But if they want, after 3 months, they can try to find say administrator jobs, and they will find. And after that, they will learn the development part. And if they think that, yeah, I will do that, 1, 2, so they will look for Salesforce developer jobs too. And I think this is the most advantageous part of Salesforce for the other IT courses. So if they have any other questions in their minds, we will answer those too. But let them know that they will never walk alone in this road. We will be always with them. So I think there is a question here.
It's actually not the question. It's
Yeah.
congratulations. Yeah, it was
Okay,
compliment
yeah.
to Ankush on behalf of both of us. So it probably, so he was thanking us, thanking
Yeah.
Ankush for doing the presentation and for all of us.
And tomorrow we have another webinar in Turkish language. So they will attend tomorrow's webinar too. And until tomorrow, they can search about Salesforce throughout internet. And they will come up with more questions. So we will be glad to answer those questions too.
Exactly. So if you guys want to, attend, like, come to the other webinar, which is going to be a 4th one tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. in Istanbul. So if you guys want to come to our different one, and then there is a guy here left, and will join tomorrow webinar. So he had some urgent job, so he had to leave. So if you guys want to come to the other webinar tomorrow, we will be so excited to see you guys there. If you guys have any questions, I think we already answered everything, right? Nobody is gonna asking the questions. Okay, is tomorrow's webinar going to be anything extra or the same thing in Turkish? I think the same thing in Turkish, right? The last time we had, it was very similar to English one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I recommend them to search about Salesforce, what is Salesforce, and about salaries, about job opportunities. Search throughout LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, how many jobs are there throughout the world. It's an emerging area, and come up with questions for tomorrow, and let's talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
English is going to show us the LinkedIn, right? Sales. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, there are lots of
Yeah.
job opportunities.
Let's see
throughout
what
the
he
world.
has to offer. Okay, let's see Salesforce developer, but you gotta change the location. It is now in Singapore. You are on mute now, by the way. Okay, so United States 23,000, more than 23,000. Let's now this is Salesforce developer. How about the Salesforce admin? Wow, more than 300,000 results. It's a lot, man.
USA, we have a separate jobs for admin and developer both, but it's really good in number in USA, in Canada. So these countries have administrator, manager things really.
Right?
high.
Wow, a lot, man. It's. How about the salaries? Like how much will? What's the number we're looking at now?
Uh, if it is there,
Some of the companies they are releasing their
yeah, like this
salaries.
one.
Oh yeah, this one. Okay.
This is the 90,000 to
Yep.
uh,
So
some
not
other
this
might be
one.
this one,
This
this
one.
one also. So senior manager having somewhere around 1 lakh to 130 or maybe
Yeah.
more also. It depends on the company budget, but this is the mean. Maybe we can say we have up also. We have really up also like this one. So they have above 115. So have you met who just completed part and found jobs? Singapore is a good country to go.
So Fatma is asking, have you met someone who just completed the admin part and found a job after 3 months?
Yeah. This is our first batch, but I know a woman from YouTube. I listened her yesterday. She took a boot camp, Salesforce developer boot camp, and before the boot camp ends, she finds Salesforce. She finds a job in the United States as a Salesforce administrator,
Hmm.
and she was very happy.
Who doesn't want to be there? He's not happy. So she's getting paid almost more than $100,000. So, and I met some people. I think they are only admin part, and then they found a job. But some of them, like it was way back before 2022. But you can do that. You can find Salesforce admin job in the market.
Yeah. For example, in Turkey, I have a friend. He took Salesforce developer bootcamp too, but he prefers to work as Salesforce administrator, and he is now working in Coca-Cola in Turkey as a Salesforce administrator. And another friend, he prefers to work again as Salesforce administrator for another company in Istanbul.
So, and she said, why people prefer to be developer? Because developer part is paying you a lot. So I
Yeah.
think that's the main reason.
So the thing is, the major difference is it's admin is, you can say, little bit easier, but the development is a thing where we will be doing some hard level coding also. So
Mhm.
it's not a cup of cake also, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's more difficult definitely than the admin part,
Yeah.
and development is different. So and also it's a high paying job for development, so demand is there for developers. So because people are less in the market for development.
And it's paying good. So some developers look, some developer positions they are paying almost 180, 190.
Yeah.
So it's
In
not.
USA it's possible. Yes.
Yeah. So that's why, yeah, being the admin much more easier than the
Let's go
developer.
on.
Yes.
As the name says, it's different. So and if the name says it's easy
I
also.
think the best is that it increases your marketability.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's skill.
Yeah.
Add to
When
your skills.
if you have a developer's skill, it's very easy. People will hire you for admin opening.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's a plus point, that if you have few months of classes, you know a bit of it, not a lot, and you can say, yes, I have done developers also. You definitely get an admin's job
Very easily.
Exactly.
very easily. So that is it. Just spending few months extra gives you an extra certification and a crown in your feather.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can be also a Salesforce architect if you know the developer part and work for 5 years, for example. You can be an architect. And the
Yeah,
salaries of
if you are really, we talked about these different roles in Salesforce, like administrator, architect, developers. So they have different certifications. Like for administrator, we have administrator, advanced admin. This is a new one. It's just launched in 2022. It's not like from last 20 years they are offering the same certifications or same platform. So it's changing every 3 months. So we have a release from Salesforce every 3 months. They add up new features. They improve their system every 3 months. So and these certifications also, this is not one time you did, that's fine. They have to, you have to do maintenance exam related to that for these certifications. So if we talk about administrator, they have 6 certification course certification for them, each having $200. And if we talk about developer, so developer also, they have a number of like B2C, JavaScript, the PD1, PD2, we call it PD1, PD2, platform developer 1, platform developer 2, app builder. So these kind of developer certifications are there. And if you want to market yourself more effectively, you can have them each having $200 each. And if we talk about architect level, so these 6 7 are there. So application architect, system architect. So inside application architect we will have some certification, data architect, sharing, PD1 we did the same as developer, because this hierarchy is like admin, developer, architect. So baseline is same for architect, and if we grow in the system, then we can add up this. These are the prerequisite also. So apart from that, we have consultant related also. Like we discussed, we have different clouds in Salesforce: Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, and Marketing Cloud. So for each cloud they have different certifications. So you can see n number of names. It's Experience Cloud, Education Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Omni Studio, Pardot, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Tableau. So these kind of certifications are there for consultant people also.
Yeah, and we will be studying for at least 2 of these
Exam.
certifications together
Yeah.
with our attendees, especially for administrator certification and the developer, platform developer 1 certification. We will be studying for those certifications
Yeah, so
together.
administrator certification is the baseline. For developer, we have platform developer 1, that's the baseline. So these are the main, you can say, first you can do. And if you are done with the administrator, you can have advanced administrator, app builder. So there is a whole lineup of certifications are there.
Mhm.
The other thing is that we will design the question bank which will help you to pass your certification exam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Our question bank will be oriented in such a manner that it'll have the past questions being asked and prepare you for to clear up the exams.
Correct. So we're gonna help you. So we're gonna make sure you guys are passing those exams. So any other questions, or you guys want to add something? Arun, Yogesh, Marwan, Ankush, Gökhan, Halit.
Yeah, so we will be waiting for them tomorrow too, and tea and coffee will be ready for our friends.
So you guys want to add something, or now we're not having another questions? If you guys have any questions, so you got my number. That was that you guys got my messages. So and that's my personal number. You always reach me out anytime. And so I hope we'll see you guys tomorrow. Is that okay? So now I am, if you guys don't have anything to add up, so I am going to end this call and this meeting, and we're gonna see you guys tomorrow. If you have any time, it'll be in Turkish, and the topic will be the same, presentation will be the same. But if you feel like, hey, let's do the Turkish one, okay, we are gonna be there with Gökhan and Halit only, because I hope Arun or Yogesh can speak Turkish, but next time. I think, but so in your language, right? So we are guys sharing a lot of common words. I don't know how do you guys say week? Hafta? Is that the same word? So in Turkish or Urdu or Hindi, I think they have very almost 500 common words, I think, in sharing.
Which word you said, Furqan?
Week.
Which means kaise?
No, week. Like each week. How do you guys say it?
Each week.
Each
Hafta.
week.
We
Oh,
say, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
so oh, Fatma said it comes from Persian. I didn't know that. So and then how do you guys say it? Had hafta, right?
hafta.
Each week. No, each
Yeah.
week.
Each
Had
week.
hafta. So we're saying the same thing. Had hafta.
Hafta is a more of Urdu word, but it's not an Hindi word. So Hindi, we have a different word for that. Saptaha. We say Saptaha for.
Oh, okay.
It's not a. It's pure. If we talk about pure Hindi, it's Saptaha, not Hafta.
But we
Oh.
do use hafta. We do
Yeah,
use
but in
hafta.
common we use, because in Hindi also we have a lot of Urdu words we generally use. We don't know it's a Urdu word, but yeah.
I think pantalon, right? You guys say pantalon or Urdu?
Sorry,
Jean. What do you guys say? Jeans. I think it's pantalon.
pantaloon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an English word, right?
No, it's I think its origin, I don't know, like if Fatma said it comes from Persian, and if she knows this, she might probably know this one. I think this comes from the Arabic, I think. So that's why a lot of similarities.
Connections, yeah.
Yeah. So come to our Turkish one tomorrow, okay?
Pantaloon is a Spanish too.
Okay. So now, okay, I am going to end this call, and thank you so much, all of you guys, joining and being here. We're so excited to see you guys, and we will be so excited to see you on Monday. So
Okay.
I hope you guys are gonna join and register classes. So and it was nice seeing you guys, and you have a great night. Okay.
Okay,
Take care,
bye.
guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.